That bell is my cue. Pretend to be sane whenever it rings. Walking through that door, hoping it drowns my sins. But it's never that easy. I bet there's some strings. Something spinning. Could be the room on my head. I wonder if it's gonna be like this until the sermon ends. Yeah, I'm the guy who comes to church just to be his mother's aid. Praying nobody in here can see through my shades. Praying the thought of sex in my head just simply fades and images of porn stop blowing in my head like hand grenades. I hear the pastor yelling something about HIV and AIDS. I probably should have listened to that part, but I zoned out when he started talking about lust. Shouldn't be asking my girl for news, but the boys said it's a must. Took me back to what I did last night. Licked her news and we got into a fight, but she's getting used to the bruises. See, our relationship is abusive, elusive, and intrusive. But we tell everyone it's all right. In fact, our love is exclusive. Our love is about getting high and getting laid. Wait for God's time, the pastor said. But we had it raw and made a baby instead. I should have been protected, but I didn't think she was infected. She's good at hiding it. Her makeup makes her seem so perfect. I feel an itch. Is that the chlamydia? Or maybe it's syphilis. No, I think it's gonorrhea. Maybe it's none of the above. Could just be my paranoia. Truth is, I have no idea, and the uncertainty is a nightmare. I made a mistake and now I can't get out. What was I supposed to do when the pressure was getting so loud? I feel like the pastor is talking to me now. Why am I in this church? Am I even allowed? There's a voice in the back of my head telling me to get out. Feeling out of place as I look around. Is anyone else here a fornicator, a masturbator, or a doubter? Or am I the only one who is hellbound? Some girl in the corner is looking at me from the crowd. I wonder if I was saying all that out loud. The pastor says something about forgiveness. Regerera nokutadzira, that was the verse. He looks me in the eye. He knows why my head is a mess. He's just hoping I don't tell people he tried to make me his mistress. Yeah, I'm the girl who sits in the corner because my beauty is a curse. No one sees beyond my boobs, my thighs, and my curves. So for the past year, all my relationships have been abusive. Because when I said I was raped, everyone said it was my fault for being seductive. They took his word over mine, valued his position over my pride. So that's why I sit in this corner and hide. He says something about dysmenorrhea. Jacob is a curse, at least that's the idea. I cringe because I'm close to my month end, wishing this time Mother Nature could spare me from the turning and tossing in bed. Hit me up with the text instead. Tell me I'm okay and there's no need for me to bleed. That I'm not pregnant is there's no need to be worried. But I know this time she wouldn't, because I'm already late for my appointment. My parents say serving God is all anointment. And I really don't want to be a disappointment. I need to get rid of this before anyone finds out that I'm pregnant. I look at the girl living through the church door. I'm sure she didn't hear anything at all. I wonder what I could have said if I was on that pulpit. I'd confront sexual stereotypes and stigma upon which our society is built. Yeah, I'd be the pastor who talked about safe sex and felt no guilt. I talk about redemption, but I also mention protection. I talk about chastity, but give family planning some clarity. Knowing our sexual health means a healthy mentality, one crucial for sanity and spirituality. So when I preached about infidelity, I talk about getting tested and screened, because you also need to be alive in order to be redeemed. I'd explain how healthy relationships bring you peace and how abstinence is in itself a form of grace. So instead of judging and making my congregants feel out of place, I'd offer them education and give them a safe space so that when no one would have to be ashamed or hide when they saw my face. Because as far as sexual health is concerned, nobody should have to put on a mask, because it's okay to be unsure and it's okay to ask. But I'm not on the pulpit. I'm stuck on this bench. Just another kid buried in thought in church.